Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and all praise to Ahaya, the Most High God, creator of heaven and earth, the Holy One of Israel, the Ancient of Days, the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings. So today I just wanted to talk about what I see happening in real time in 2025. One of the things that Ahaya wanted from his people that we couldn't get quite right, was becoming a nation of ministers and priests unto him, and a holy nation. So as it says in Exodus chapter 19, verse 5, and it reads, "Now then, if you will obey faithfully and keep my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession among all peoples. Indeed, all the earth is mine, but you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." So essentially, the first time around, we didn't fulfill, this mission of ours to become a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. We definitely weren't holy, and we couldn't really get the priest part right. However, the Most High did leave a remnant, did leave some residue, which is us, to get it right. And I see us doing this right in real time, through YouTube, through Facebook, through social media, through Rumble, through all these different platforms that the enemy has put up there to use for evil. The Most High has turned it around and used it for good. So this nation is literally being formed right before our eyes. And I'm not sure if we all kind of realize it just yet. One of the things that the Most High said was he wasn't going to go in our presence, before. We didn't have, and one of the reasons why he didn't want to go in our presence, as it says in Exodus 33, chapter 3, and I'll just read it very quickly, and it reads, "But I will not go in your midst, since you are a stiff-necked people, lest I destroy you on the way." So he didn't go in his presence didn't go with us before, right? We were just expected to live by the laws, and then his word would visit us from time to time through the prophets and give us direction or rebuke or whatever. But we didn't have faith before, and we also didn't have, a circumcised heart for Yah. So we were kind of all over the place. And right now, as we're in our captivity and kind of flailing about ourselves, we're trying to get it right. And, a lot of us have set aside our lives just to kind of get in this word and bring out the truth and to show the Most High that we're about our business. And yes, our forefathers messed up. Yes, ourselves, we even messed up and we were tricked along with the ways of this world and things like that. But we still want to get this right. We still want to uphold our part of this covenant. And we still, we want to know intimately our Father, which we have yet to know, All right, so we're just going to go ahead and transition over to Joel 2. Just wanted to show you a couple things. So Joel 2, verse 25, and it reads, "I will repay you for the years consumed by the swarms and the hoppers." And he's talking to the nation of Israel. "By grubs and locusts, the great army that I let loose against you. And you shall eat your fill and praise the name of the Lord your God, who dealt so wondrously with you. My people shall be shamed no more, and you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I, the Lord, am your God, and there is no other, and my people shall be shamed no more." So essentially what the Most High, what Ahaya is saying, is that the judgment that was on his people is done. Is finished with. Okay? And then what comes right after the judgment is going to be the restoration and the glory given to his name, and the people residing in his name, in his land, Great Basin National Park, Jerusalem. The letter Shin represents his name. The glory is outlined in Ezekiel 1:28. So again, now that we're in these last days, we can actually look forward to and see the light at the end of the tunnel, pun intended, if you will. But we can see the Most High's plan coming into full view now. 15, 20 years ago, we still couldn't quite see it. But now it's becoming very clear that we will be returning to the mountains of Israel, as highlighted in Ezekiel 37, verse 22. And those mountains is Nevada, Utah, Great Basin National Park is actual Jerusalem. Mount Moriah next door, that is the mountain, that is the Temple Mount, if you will, where the temple once stood and where it will stand again. However, we must know that our body is our temple, and we need to do everything that we know how to do according to the word to purify our temple, which is our body. Because in order to dedicate a temple, it has to be cleaned out first and purified. So I'm not saying I know the way to do all that, but for me and myself and my loved ones in my house, we've been, eating way less poison, a lot more fruits, a lot more detox from parasites and things like that. So like oregano oil, cloves, black walnut, just every other month or every month, essentially going on a parasite cleanse to detox, your vessel. Because the Most High, like I just said, he is going to dwell in our midst. He is going to become one with us. He's going to dwell in our midst. For all the people that has made a home for him down here, made a habitation for him, he will make a home with you. And that's how you're going to sup with him. It goes so deep. But yeah, his aura, his glory, that garment of many colors, that whole story of Joseph, with Joseph being the firstborn and the son of his old age. He is going to give Joseph his glory, his garment of many colors, when he comes down to dwell in our midst forevermore, as it says in Ezekiel 37:27 and 28, right? All right, continuing. All right, so I just wanted to go back really quickly and continue speaking about Exodus 33, chapter 5, when the Most High when Ahiah was just saying that he wasn't going to go in the midst of Israel at that time, right? And they were distraught. They were crying, weeping, all those things. And again, it was just because they weren't ready. They weren't ready at that time. They were still murmuring after coming out of Egypt. They saw exactly, the power of the Most High when he split the sea. They experienced miracle after miracle. The quails coming in, they had, quails 5 to 6 feet high as far as the eye can see, because they were lusting after meat. They had water from the rock. They just, they knew it was the Most High that they were experiencing. And they still were stubborn and stiff-necked and still went aside and worshiped the idol. So what is that? To me, it says after 2,000 years or however long it's been that we still can't get it right. We still aren't listening to him generally. A lot of us are waking up now and trying to point others to all the errors and mistakes and lies that we've been handed down. But we're not supposed to worship Ahiah in the way that the heathen worship their pagan deities. This is Dagon worship, which is, the Roman Catholicism. It has nothing to do with the Most High. It has nothing to do with Ahiah. It's all pagan worship. And in fact, it's like a mashup at this point of multiple other religions. They got so many different belief and faith systems rolled into one. And, we call it church. But even the word church, it comes from the word circus. So it exactly is a circus. But anyway, so I just, wanted to make a video highlighting that we are becoming a nation of ministers and priests. No weapon formed against us will prosper. No spiritual weapon, no physical weapon, and no weapon. And that's it. There's too many of us out here that love Ahiah. We love his ways. We understand that his ways provide us protection as we're living here on earth. We also understand that there is a standard to be met in order to be kept. If we want the most out of this life experience from living here on earth within the bounds of creation, right? In this reality. So there's a way to be when we're down here. And we understand that innately as a people group. And we're just trying to tell you guys, hey, there's a way to live, and it's not hard. It's not hard at all. And in fact, it's actually better than what we have going on right now. It's the best way to live. It's the creator of everything giving us an instruction manual on how to operate all the machinery and the doohickeys and the gadgets and the gizmos and everything that he placed down here for us. Why wouldn't we want that life? Why would we choose a life that is completely opposite to how we were made? Why are we putting 93 premium gas in a Honda Civic? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. If there's a way to do things and things were designed a certain way and created a certain way and expected to be held up a certain way and executed a certain way, why aren't we doing that? How far did we fall as a people, where we can't even tell you what the difference is between a boy and a girl, or right from wrong, or sweet from bitter, or whatever you name it. And that's as a culture, as a nation, as a country, as a society. Like, we've fallen so far, and everybody's quiet, and nobody wants to speak up, and everybody just accepts the filth that's leading us right now, but I don't. And all these people that you see in this video, they don't either. These are the nation of ministers and priests that are bringing forth fruit at this time. They're doing the work to bring out the truth of the Most High's words, of Ahiah's words, the power of his words, right? His words are a hammer that will break the rock in pieces, as it says in Jeremiah 23. What is the chaff to the wheat? Like, his word is everything. And these are my brothers and sisters. We all might not see everything exactly the same way just yet, because the lie and the deception goes so deep. But again, they're putting forth the effort, letting their family lives probably slide a little bit, their relationships probably slide a little bit, just to bring out the truth to you guys, right? To everybody that is confused, to people that don't want to make the time to get in this work in this word and see what it says in there for themselves. Because when we let the pastors tell it, when we let the pulpit preach, it's just lies coming from up there. And the Bible tells us, woe to the pastors and prophets who lead my people astray, right? My people perish for lack of knowledge, but there's a church on every corner. So if there's a church on every corner and his people are still perishing from lack of knowledge, what the heck are they teaching in church? Because it's not knowledge. Anyway, and then, images like this, where you got black men, families being present, trying to learn, trying to do right. They'll never show this on the news, because they want a certain image of Yah's people in the world. They need it to be like that for their plan to work. But I just want your eyes to see this, because we're not all like how the world portrays us to be. A lot of us are just confused. A lot of us have been fed lies, and we don't know. The images they want is like images of fear, as you see on the screen now. They want us all, they do these rituals, if you will, every now and then to keep us in fear, to keep us subdued. But there's going to come a time, and that time is now, where we're going to have to say no more. We are the children of the living God, the children of the Creator. We read his words. We understand our charge. We understand that he has given us a contract and a covenant and covenants to live by. And if we do our part, and if we meet with him 3 times a year, right? And at this point, it's going to have to be spiritual, because they taken away the temple. They hid the land, if you will, but we know where it is now. It's in Nevada and Utah. But until we get our home back, we're going to have to do these feasts and pray facing towards Jerusalem, as it says in 2 Chronicles 6, chapter 6. And we're going to have to find a way to get on the same page, so that we all have one heart, one mind, and are united with purpose to get the Most High's plan executed. And right now, these are just the footsteps. These are just, we're still working out the kinks. We're like a child learning how to walk, right? We're taking one step at a time. The Most High, Ahiah, he has us by the right hand, and we're ready to take a step, right? But pretty soon, we're gonna know how to run. We're gonna be getting into all the cabinets. You're gonna have to put child locks on everything, because it's not, we're coming. We are coming. The milk. We're about to be weaned off of this milk. And when we're weaned off of this milk, all praise to Ahiah. But you will see what a true nation of ministers and priests that love the living God, and that love each other, and that just want to live in this creation with no guile, and no death, no sickness, no trickery, no triflingness, No illusions, no lies. You are going to see the heart of a people and what true heart and true spirit and true might looks like. All praise to Ahaya. Salah.